In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 behaviors that might feel like intense, romantic, but they're actually rooted in deep fear of abandonment rather than secure love. Before we get into the behaviors, I just want to share one important thing, and that is, if you do have an anxious attachment style, I want you to know that it does not mean that you're a bad person. It does not mean that you're unlucky. It only means that you haven't yet learned a healthy, secure way to relate to yourself and to others. This is nothing but a pattern shift, which anyone can do with the right tools and skills. So please know that this is something that you can change at any point of your life. The first behavior is obsessive thinking and an intense need for closeness. So many of us might feel like wanting to spend 24/7 with our partner, constantly checking their social media is a sign of deep love, but it's not. It is often what we call limerence, a state of obsession or infatuation. This usually comes from fear of being alone and using this partner in an attempt to regulate our emotions and our nervous system. Being in this state usually feels like it's so intense, it's all consuming, it's exhausting, and it makes it so hard to focus on a task without constantly being interrupted by thoughts of this person. The second behavior that we might think is love, but it's actually anxious attachment, confusing inconsistency with passion. So being hooked by a hot and cold partner, someone who is affectionate one day but is absent or inconsistent the next few days, we believe that fighting for their attention, for their love, it makes the relationship more passionate, more intense, meant to be. This is not how secure love feels like. This is called intermittent reinforcement. This is a relationship dynamic that triggers high dopamine addictive cycles. It creates a toxic push-pull dynamic, which is not consistent, not stable, it does not express mutual love, and it's definitely a toxic anxiety-driven bond. The third anxious behavior that might feel like love is constant need for reassurance and validation. This is usually the anxious partner constantly asking questions like, do you love me? Are we good? Is there something wrong? Are you okay? Always asking a partner to prove their affection, their love. This reassurance-seeking behavior is not love. It's protest behavior. And these are behaviors that anxious people demonstrate when they feel unsafe. And usually this comes from lack of self-worth. This person does not feel that he or she is lovable enough, so they are constantly wanting to make sure that their partner is not going to leave them by making sure that they are still interested, that they're still in love with them. This is their nervous system demanding for calm and security. The fourth anxious behavior that might sound like love is overfunctioning, people-pleasing, overgiving, self-sacrificing. The anxious person abandons everything that gives them a sense of who they are. Anything that gives them passion, their hobbies, their interests, other relationships, and all they do is to fit into their partner's life. They believe that being the perfect partner will prevent their partner from leaving them. The reason this is not love is because this is a coping mechanism to avoid abandonment. Like if you can merge with your partner, the two of you become one. Be with them every single minute of the day. Have nothing in your world that does not revolve around them. But true love means that you maintain your own boundaries. You maintain your own individuality and identity while being in a relationship with someone else. The fifth anxious behavior that might sound like love, but it's not, is jealousy. Some of us believe that jealousy might be a sign of deep love and caring, but it's not, especially when it involves creating drama, having fights, just to get your partner to fight for you. The reason this is not love is because usually when an anxious person does this is because they want to test their partner's commitment. They want to get their partner to show them how much they care by fighting for them. It's usually a tool to control or manage fear rather than a genuine expression of care. I think it's really important for so many of us here to remember that real love does not feel like any of the things that I mentioned, any of the behaviors that I shared here. Real love feels calm. It feels secure, consistent, and safe. It does not include all of the drama, constantly trying to survive it or to fight for it. Definitely allows for space of individuality or independence without triggering any panic or fear, because both partners help each other feel seen, supported, and safe. That being said, if you want to take action to heal from anxious attachment and become secure, there's a link in the description below that you can click on to book a free breakthrough session with me, in which we can talk about the specifics of your situation and see if we are a good fit to work together. Let me know what you think think in the comments, or if you have any questions, make sure to watch the next video coming up. Be kind to yourself. I'll talk to you in the next one.